Well, I can tell you, I'm not necessarily looking forward to this one, but it must be done. And as usual, I'm going looking for a lost to history colonial home site on the backside of a mountain about 2 miles out. I'm trying to cut through areas where it's been logged. Yes, I am bringing the detector, but confidence is low, but we are still gonna go, and hopefully we find the place, or a place, and we don't get landlocked by swamp. There is a river. I know there's a river on the bottom side, this side of this small mountain, but let me make some headway, and I'll catch up with you in a bit. Okay, so I think I'm at the halfway point. That was the easy part. So think of this. I just landed on this strip of old road, cart path. It's been decimated all through that area. That's why it's important to get out here where it's still visible. But anyways, imagine this. So I'm heading for the mountain. I started here, and I know there's a river down there, so basically it's the big down, the big up, and then on the way out it'll be the down and the back up. Yeah, I just hope the river's crossable. If not, we're gonna have to, there's no way I could get around it. Either way, let's move. So I've gone as far as I need to go, I think, down the road before jetting over to the north. So Dame and I tried driving up over the backside of this mountain last year, and we were getting somewhere. There were strong walls. We swung, dug a few buttons, some oxen shoes, but we couldn't get any further with the Jeep. It was just something about that area. And up in that area, using the old early 1700s grant maps, there's a couple squares up there with names on them, so that's why I'm going today. And at the least, if we don't find a place up there, well, it puts it to rest. Both sides of the small mountain. All right, now find the river and cross it. So far I'm getting lucky with this old logging road. You can see it's been a long time since they logged, but that's the alternative in there. All the thick pines. I've got to be close to the river. We just keep going down and down and down. And you know, the hopes are always that the loggers came in this way because it was an old cart path. All right, we have river, and hopefully it's crossable. Hopefully we find that on the way out. So far it kind of looks like everything else. Actually I'm surprised it's a bit flatter up in here. It's definitely, it's low-lying land, so you can tell it's been flooded at different times. Well, no stacked rocks yet. Actually, that's a bit lumpy, but the vegetation has changed. Look at all the birches. Definitely different once we crossed the river and climbed up in here a bit. Huh, that's a bit of a trail. Interesting. Geez, we might actually be onto something. That's the first line of rocks I've seen. Definitely an interesting piece of land out here. Stacked rocks. So somebody was clearing out here. Now I just need to walk all around, see if I can find if there was a house out here. And you can somewhat kind of clearly see here's an old stone wall. It looks like it was just pulverized from logging. Well, we got stacked rocks, we got some wall. It ain't bad out here, it ain't great, but it ain't bad for habitation. Well, I'm 2 miles out, and it's starting to rain a little bit. Go easy, please. I don't know, this is very hard to read. It's definitely been worked, obviously, by the walls, but I'm not seeing any good spots for a house. So I'm gonna walk around for a bit and then rethink my plan, because I don't have too many options from where I'm at, but see what we can do. Well, I have no choice but to just keep moving. I'm gonna attempt to make a big loop around. I'm on a game trail because it's just bad, ledgy. That way's the river, wet. And yeah, today's a big explore day. Still remarkable, you can come this far out into the mountains and still find walls in not good lands. Good old logging rut. There's no way I could find my way back the way I came in, but it would be pretty squirrely of a line. So at least we got this. Gets kind of unnerving when you're this far out in the woods by yourself. Only a little. I absolutely love it, but you never know what can happen. Well, there's our river we crossed. To the right is south. We crossed it way down. So I want to follow it a bit up to the north till I don't want to go any further, and then we'll see if we can cross over. Oh boy, this is getting terrible. Yikes. Well, I found myself at a beaver dam. This is probably going to be the most sensible place to cross. So obviously the river runs thick that way, and if this is dammed here, it's probably pretty vast. I mean, it ain't loaded right now, but that probably becomes pretty wet and full at some points in time. Wow, what a trip today. All right, that way, it's got to be 15 minutes easily to the old road that I popped in off of. Wow. Oh, back on the old road. Well, that was a big wow. Kind of insane, actually. All right, well, I haven't walked this strip in a long time. I'm way up from where I went in. Well, that's it. I'm pretty much back where I started. I just checked. I went 2 up, 1 over, 2 down, 5 miles in total. And now we know what's on the back side of that mountain. They were probably using it for sheep. because there were walls, it just wasn't very good. But still, it had to be done. Glad we did it. And that's how we find the good spots. And, you know, not a bad way to spend an overcast April day. Yeah, that was still cool. Alright, everybody. Hopefully next time we'll find a place, we'll find some relics, and we'll find some sunshine.